What's going on, guys? Rip Trippers back at you today with another video. As you guys can see, I'm rocking the Rainbow Nation umbrella. It's actually my daughter's umbrella and it is tiny, but this is the only umbrella I have. It's pretty pathetic, isn't it? Anyways, today I'm going to be talking about, yes, I almost died. And it's no joke, man. No clickbait. I almost died. I almost died because I've got an autoimmune disease and I'm in the process of curing it. I'll get into that. Oh yeah, and by the way, this video right here is meant for all you guys and gals out there that have an autoimmune disease. You're suffering. You feel like total hell. I've been there, okay? I have been there. I'm doing it for you guys. This video is for y'all who are suffering. I'm also going to try to uplift you guys and give you guys hope, because there's always hope, okay? It doesn't matter what problem that you have in this life, there is always hope, and we'll get through it together. That being said, the autoimmune disease that I had, it was something called prostatitis, and prostatitis is inflammation of the prostate gland. Now, I had this disease growing up from birth, okay? I went to the doctors, or my mom took me to the doctors at a very young age. For those of you guys out there who have prostatitis, you know. Some of you guys have chronic prostatitis, which is what I have, which is, long-lasting, very long-lasting prostatitis. Other ones out there have, short, what is it called? Acute prostatitis, where you have an infection where you can take an antibiotic and it goes away. That did not work for me. I took many antibiotics. It never went away. Actually got worse. But yeah, I had this disease from birth and it just kept getting worse as I got older. It really started to get worse when I was 14 years old. For those of you women out there who have ever had a yeast infection, that's what it was like. It was like having to pee 24/7, and it felt like there was an elephant sitting on my bladder, and it felt like I was peeing battery acid. And that was at 14 years old. And I went to a urologist. They gave me antibiotics, got better for 30 days, and then it got worse again. So if you're a guy, once again, who's got this debilitating disease, I'm right there with you. Been there, done that, but I'm here to help you. Anyways, fast forward to when I was 18 years old and I was having sexual relations like most of us men do in the world, okay? Yeah, I was having sexual relations and it got really, really bad. It felt like my bladder, everything down there was on fire. It felt like, and again, an elephant was sitting on my bladder. It was horrible. It was really bad. And once again, the urologist would give me an antibiotic to take, Cipro. I remember he put me on Cipro for like 6 months. So I was taking Cipro, which is one of the strongest antibiotics that you can take. I was taking that sucker for 6 freaking months, on and off, 10 years of my life, man. And it killed my stomach because it kills all the good bacteria. Today, because it's raining, this is actually a perfect day because it's like doom and gloom. Doom and gloom, but no, it's not. There's not doom and gloom forever. Anyhow, I was 18 years old and I was having sex and it was getting worse. It got a lot worse. Again, an elephant was sitting on my bladder. That's what it felt like. I was just urinating acid, fire. It was really that bad. I remember I would wake up in the morning and I had to sit in a fetal position. And as I got older, 25, 26, 27, 28 years old, it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. That's the thing about Western medicine, is these doctors, especially when you have an autoimmune disease, they don't know exactly how to treat it. They just give you a pill. Just go ahead and take this pill and, you may have a million other side effects, but it'll help you. I had a million other side effects and it didn't really even help me, because when I got off the pill, I just came right back, and it came back even worse. Anyways, as I got older, I would say like 2016, it just came to a head, man. It just got to a point where I couldn't even eat anything. So that's when the sugar-free diet came in. I started going to a nutritionist and she told me, she said, look, cut out the sugar, because sugar is inflammatory. Because anytime you eat sugar, it's going to kick off that inflammation, man. That inflammation, wherever your weak point is in your body, it's like fuel on the fire. That's what sugar is. It's death. If you missed my video, my last video on, my diet, how I lost 100 pounds in 3.5 years, check it out. I talk about everything that I eat, and I got links down in the description of that video which shows you what I eat, okay, if you're interested. But yeah, even though I was not putting excess inflammation in my body, it still did not matter. That's how bad my prostatitis was. That's how bad I had a deep-seated infection. That's what the doctors called it, deep-seated infection. So once again, taking anything like, antibiotics, you might as well be taking toothpaste. I mean, seriously, I thought I was gonna die. I mean, I almost did die. And the reason why I almost died is because I was only eating 2 things. And I remember I got down to 138 pounds. 138 freaking pounds, man. But I started at 238, 240 pounds in 2016, and I lost all the way down to 138. And you guys saw me in my videos. You guys saw me. Y'all were like, eat a cheeseburger. What's wrong with you? You're on crack. And I was sitting there going, man, I was so mad. I was mad at the divine because I prayed every day. I was just livid and hurting and in pain. So if you're out there and you're watching and you've been there, I've been there too. I know what it's like to be dark. Like, hopeless feeling. But guess what? There's always hope. That being said, I asked God. I even after I got mad and got the anger out, even though I was suffering and I was just so suffering, I said, I'm sorry I yelled at you. I said, I'm sorry, but please help me. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do at this point. I've done everything. I've cut out everything in my diet. I don't eat sugar. And again, some of you guys out there are gonna say, dude, just eat something. It's not that simple. If I ate like a hamburger or a piece of pizza afterwards, I'd feel like I'd just want to jump through a window or off a building. I'm serious. And I'm not the type of person that gives up on life. No. But I was there. It was to the point where I was like, this life, maybe not for me. Yeah, and I have 3 kids. 3 kids, a wife, just like all these other guys out there and all these other women out there that's got families. I know, we all are in the same boat. I mean, some people, they don't have pain like I did, but other people do. You get it. Whoever you out there, yeah, watching, who's got an autoimmune disease, I hope you take something from this. And if you're at that point now where you feel like you'd rather be dead, do not feel like that, okay? I'm here to tell you right now, no, there's always hope. And guess what? This is 3 months later. That was 3 months ago. And look at me now. I'm pretty much healed. Seriously, I would say 90% healed. But anyways, fast forward to 5 in the morning the next day. I didn't get any sleep. I barely ever slept, guys. This past year, up until 3 months ago, I didn't get any sleep. Maybe like 2 hours a night. Yeah, and 5 in the morning came, and my wife, she came downstairs in the kitchen where I was at, and she said, look, you're not gonna believe this, but I got a sign. And she had no clue that I prayed in the shower the night before. No clue. And she said, I searched this guy. He does energy healing. She found the shaman online that does energy healing. And now, I've heard of energy healing, but I didn't know if I mean, like, I was skeptical, okay? I was like, oh, what is this? But you know what? I was desperate at that point. I just said, please, just sign me up. She said, I already did. I signed you up for tomorrow morning. So the next day comes and I go to the shaman, right? And this dude, I walk in and I'm sitting down. He's asking me all these questions like, what's wrong? How am I doing? Do I know anything about, because what he did to me, there's different types of energy healing. It's called Reiki. That's what I went to. I was sitting in his room and he was telling me all about Reiki. He was basically getting me warmed up for this session. And within 5 or 10 minutes, the pain that I had started to go away. I'm not blowing smoke up your bung, but the energy, and I even said to this guy, I said, I actually feel better than I have in the past 8 months just sitting here. You hadn't even started, have you? And he said, oh yeah, I've already started. And I'm like, what? He began to tell me that, he was like, brother, this room right here is where I heal people every day. People come in and out, and this energy is flowing throughout the room. The energy that I'm using, that the universe is providing, is flowing throughout the room, and it's going through you right now. That's what he said to me. So fast forward, I get on this bed, right? And he started doing his thing. Now, I'm not going into detail what he did. This is a future video, okay? But he started doing his thing, and it was crazy, absolutely crazy. Long story short, I flipped out. Like, I started crying, bawling like I had never bawled before in my life. I was bawling like a little baby, and the dude was like touching my feet. He was doing something. I don't know what he was doing, but like this energy came through me, and it felt like my dad was right there. I felt my dad sitting right next to me. My dad, if you don't know, he passed away. But I felt my dad sitting there, and I felt him, I don't know what, like if it was like telepathic or something. I felt his words. He said, everything's gonna be okay. You're gonna get healed. There's hope. That was the first session, guys. That was the first freaking session. And if you're watching once again and you're struggling, there's hope. There's always hope. If you're struggling right now, you got to keep telling yourself you're going to get healed. You just got to have the will to keep going. Got to have the will to keep going. But, oh man. Oh, it's raining out here. Anyways, I got done with that session. Long story short, that session, one session, it took me back from the pain, like from 2020 to 2015. And that was one freaking session. And I've gone to him probably 5 or 6 times now, once every other week, just about. And it keeps getting better and better and better. And here's the good news. Like I said, I weigh 168 pounds. I can eat all the foods that I just told you about in this last video. I'm able to eat this stuff. I'm freaking shaking right now. I'm shaking. It gives me goosebumps. The possibilities is extraordinary. There's a lot more going on in this universe than I ever thought, and it's crazy. It really is crazy, and it blows me away. But if I go back, remember how I said I almost died? I mean, I got sick from October, November, and December, and even January. I was really sick. There was a lot of you guys out there that may have not have noticed, but I went to the hospital one time. I had 104.5 temperature, and it was because I wasn't eating. I wasn't getting the nutrition. I can't believe it. Now looking back on it, it's only been, well, hell, it hadn't even been 3 months, but I was in so much pain that I couldn't even eat. I mean, anything without being just like like crippled feeling. And by the way, the pain that I felt, let's say I ate like a piece of pizza or I ate a piece of candy, which no way, man, I'm not gonna do that. But if I did, or just a little thing, like ate a piece of bread, even if it was gluten-free, if I ate something like that, it would feel like someone stuck a, let's say you took one of the plugs out of a wall and stuck it in my lower back and just shot electricity through it, like lightning electricity. That's what it felt like. It felt like that for hours and hours and hours. And the only way for me not to feel the pain was not to consume anything. That is miserable, my friends. So yeah, I went to the hospital 3 or 4 times during October, November, December, and some of January. And now it's almost April and I'm pretty much healed. Now I do get pain every now and again, but guess what? Now that I've seen a light, and you don't have to believe this energy healing, but I believe it. I've been through it. I've seen it. I've felt it. It's healed me 90 to 95%. And yes, I know I'm gonna be in pain every now and again because that's life. We all have pain. We all go through it. But guess what? There's always hope. Always hope. And know that. So yeah, that's my story. I mean, there's people out there that are suffering and there's people watching and I hate it. I hate it for you that you're suffering. If you're watching and you are, I hate it. But guess what? There's always a way to heal. Always a way to heal. And you know what? I'll post a link down in the description to the guy that I went to, the shaman that I went to, and he does not only Reiki, but he does other energy healing. He does a bunch of stuff. I'm just blown away. And I wanted to share this story with you again, because there's always hope. Never give up. Never give up, okay? If you give up, you never know what you could have done. We got to keep moving. We got to keep moving forward. We got to keep going. We got to keep going. We got to keep growing. I'm Rip Chippers. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Feel free to share it, especially for people out there that are struggling with whatever. If I could feel better, if I could get better, if I could get like this compared to the way I was before, gain the weight back or gain some weight back, you can do it too. I'm done. That's it. I am out, guys. Okay, this is Rip Chippers once again. Y'all have a good one. Be safe. Later, guys.